Anwar is a smart tactician. Okay, when the election was over, he had only 82 seats. Agong facilitated, he had to form government. Naturally, UMNO was the bloc that was invited. UMNO menjunjung titah Agong, and that's 30 seats that makes the numbers already. GPS came along and added. Naturally, he has to hold Zahid, he has to hold Fadilah. They hold their respective parties. By virtue of the anti-helping law, by holding just these two, the government stays. And he needs to form a government. He needs to be prime minister. Then only the reform agenda can continue. He's doing so many reforms. So many things are changing, are happening, and we are repairing our economy. This is probably the best prime minister we ever had. Orang complain macam-macam because ingrate and stupid Malaysians are looking at the glass half empty rather than half full. Because before this, the glass was empty. So, instead of being grateful that it is now half full, they complain that it is half empty. So, to me, it's all the construct of people lah. Everybody ada rights to their own views. But Anwar tahu yang Zahid ni ada kes, Najib dah masuk jail. So there is no dispute that Najib under the law dah masuk jail and he is in jail. He is trying his best of luck, but there is no change of the CJ and there is no change of the AG, and he can try his luck lah. And Anwar deems that all the courts are not biased, are impartial. So sama macam kes Zahid. Zahid punya case started well before kajian perpaduan started. Colin Sekira is presiding. The earlier one, Ultra Kirana, he was acquitted, but the prosecution is appealing. So therefore, it will open again and tengok apa jadi. Again, it is deemed as impartial. There's nothing untoward. And as far as Anwar is concerned, he doesn't care whether Zahid masuk jail ke, keluar ke, whatever lah, because that is not his scope. That's the court scope. Why must he be involved? And for now, Zahid is not a convict. Even though we all believe he is corrupted, but he is still not the convict. Follow the law. So therefore, follow the law. Zahid is the DPM now. There's nothing wrong appointing him as DPM. There's nothing. It's not against the law. The law allows it, and he is performing the job of the DPM. And he is Menteri Rural and Housing punya menteri. So Zahid cannot meddle with the court. He cannot meddle with the police because the Saifuddin is a home minister, and he cannot take over the job of the prime minister. So the court case will continue. When the time comes, he may be found guilty or not. Kalau not pun, prosecution boleh appeal. Kalau dia guilty pun, dia boleh appeal. Leave the court process alone. So when he says, orang tanya, why Zahid are tainted with court ni semua? Anwar jawab simple je. He's still undergoing his case. He has to be judged by an impartial court. Which part of that statement tak betul? Can any prime minister or any minister or any person of a sane mind to say he has to be judged by a biased court? No. There is nothing wrong by saying he should be judged by impartial court. So kalau nak cucuk, is it are you implying that now it is impartial? When did I imply that? When did I say it was impartial or biased? I made a statement saying that he must be judged by an impartial court. Did I say that before this he was not judged by an impartial court? Did I say before this he was judged by a biased court? Or I make no mention. Though that is time before me. I am Prime Minister effective when? Effective when I become Prime Minister, I expect all the courts to be impartial, and whoever is undergoing the case have to be judged by an impartial court. That applies to Zahid, that applies to Guan Eng, that applies to Syed Saddiq, that applies to everybody including Najib and Rosmah. All will have to go through a court that is impartial. I am being consistent. Where did I insist or imply that previously it was impartial? Ada. Where did I imply that it previously was biased? Ada. Tak ada. So therefore, I am not coming to interfere the judiciary. I am not coming to repair anything either, because I don't see the need to repair anything. So therefore, the CJ stays, the courts stays, AG stays, there is no reason for me to change anything. When the time comes in April, AG will retire, I will appoint a new AG. So, in the meanwhile, all the agencies are doing their job. MACC, police, BBKL, immigration, they will do their job in accordance with the rule of law. And if they find anything untoward, they come up with their investigating papers. They prefer it to the AGC, and AG decide. And AG, if this AG decides that there is a case, then he will prosecute, and it goes to court, and the court will determine whether there's prima facie case, and the ongoings of the court will commence. And the outcome has to be impartial, based on the rule of law, based on the evidence presented, and the testimony standard. That's it. Evidence standard and testimony presented in court. Very simple thing as far as Anwar is concerned. But in the meanwhile, the government holds, the government continues, the government subsists, and the government continue to operate. So orang boleh kata apa pun, as long as anyone is not convicted, they are in office. And you need to form the government. And as Anwar succinctly put, the other side pun macam-macam juga, tainted juga, corruption, lebay pun corruption. So what? So tak cukup parti, then what? Tak payah ada kerajaan. Have a minority government. So whatever usul pada parlimen, semua kena reject. Nothing can move. The country will come to a standstill, to a halt. Everything will break down because there's no decisions that can be made in parliament. So what we have now is the best situation under the circumstance. So I always ask everybody this: what do you prefer? Anwar as PM, who is in control of everything including finance, and Pakatan Harapan holding the important punya portfolios like Home Ministry, like multimedia, like finance, all those kind of things, with Zahid as the DPM1, Fadilah as DPM2, or you like scenario B, Muhyiddin as PM, Hadi Awang as DPM, and they continue to rob the country as they have done during masa COVID, during darurat. Choose. There is no third option. There is no third viable party. Choose one, and don't be childish like a child. Okay? There is only McDonald's and KFC. Don't go and ask for some turkey or something that's not sold. Tak ada. You cannot want something that doesn't exist. So kalau budak-budak, they can ask for all kinds of things. They can even ask for toys that doesn't exist. But adults, lawyers, businessmen, all eminent people, jangan jadi budak-budak. You realize what are your choices. You want to whine, you want to complain about the glass being half empty. You don't want to see glass half full. So therefore, what do you want then? Do you want an empty glass instead? Choose. There is only two options. Kalau tak reti lagi, then terpulanglah. I have hopefully made things clear. And orang boleh tanya apa pada Anwar pun, Anwar will not have any difficulty to answer anything. Very easy to defend the appointment of Zahid. And I disagree with some of people writing up and say, oh, blunders after blunders. There is no blunder in appointing Zahid. If Zahid is not appointed as DPM, if Zahid is not together with Anwar, there is no kerajaan perpaduan. There is kerajaan Muhyiddin and PAS. So that kerajaan PAS, kerajaan Muhyiddin will be the blunder. Sekarang ni what we have is not a blunder. So appreciate the wisdom, appreciate the way things has already put in place, and stop complaining. Okay, Nurul Izzah appointed. Well, dia sekarang ada Hassan Marikan. She's still going to do the same job. All the things, all the nonsense that's happening, all the irregularities, how Anwar knows? Oh, paling tinggi maintenance cater was under Muhyiddin. Semua mana? Siapa who's looking at that? People like Izzah, like Hassan Marikan, they are all looking into all these things. Benda duk keluar. We like what the discovery is, the outcome, and we want all these people to go to prison. Tapi kita tak suka orang yang masuk tu untuk buat kerja tu. What kind of oxymoron is that? Kebodohan tak sudah-sudah. Okay, sekarang ni Nazri jadi ambassador kat US. Oh, isu pasal dia ada masalah. Firstly, yang recommend Nazri was Malaysian government. Malaysian government ada Ismail Sabri. Dah recommend, US went to due process, check semua and tengok dia bukan serving MP, and US clear, and therefore he is to be appointed as formality. So what? UMNO now supposed to come in to say, oh, dia tak boleh. UMNO punya pasal ataupun dia ada case, whatever case, kenapa dia tak charge? So therefore tell US, sorry, we change our mind, we don't want this, we want another one. US will say, what the fuck? What's your problem? Apa ni, gila ke? You government of Malaysia recommended him. We check, we said okay. Now you have a change of mind, you want to recommend another person. What do you think we are, Malaysia? That's what US will say. US may not even respond after this kalau you propose another person to be ambassador, because they've already considered, they've already cleared Nazri. So what does it take? What it will cost Malaysia for UMNO to stop it? And what is the basis for UMNO to stop? Pasal dia UMNO. UMNO is part of the government. So how can UMNO, being part of the government, stops a person yang UMNO was part of the government before this, Ismail Sabri, propose Nazri, and now UMNO juga yang berhenti and sekat Nazri. Logic ke? Which is the same government. The same party was in the previous government pun. So itu lagi satu kebodohan rakyat yang tak sudah-sudah. Punya upset, punya tak elok. Is there no better person? Well, to UMNO there was no better person. To Ismail Sabri there was no better person. They decided to appoint Nazri. That's it. You go and ask Ismail Sabri, was there no other better person? Tanya Ismail Sabri, he's not even in the government. So to you there could be a better person, but to UMNO that was the best person. And for now, I don't see a problem about Nazri being ambassador there. What harm can he do? What can he do? Can he stop the the judiciary of US finding fault about 1MDB? He can't. What can he do? He's just an ambassador. Apa dia nak kata? Apa dia boleh buat? He's a lawyer and most probably he's going to do his job well there. So again, fret about something, complaining about the glass half empty. Silliness tak sudah-sudah. That's all I want to say lah. But to me, if Malaysians cannot appreciate what they have, again nak complain macam pre-Sheraton time dulu, then wait for the next Sheraton move, tukar kerajaan, jangan whine lagi dah. Anybody whine, I will just show the middle finger lepas ni, because you are not grateful of what we have now. You are not grateful that the reforms are happening now. You're not grateful with the changes that's happening, how we are improving. Tak. So unless you want to contend that it's worse than before, then you root lah for a change of government. Minta lah Muhyiddin, doa lah Muhyiddin jadi PM. Okay, so lepas ni enjoy whatever you doa for.
Do not forget to click like and leave a comment and share this video with your friends if you enjoy it.